Hey everybody, Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. Happy Friday, September 1st, another month has passed us by. Oh, it's about 7:10, just north of the La Playa. 78 degrees, gonna get up to about 93, maybe 92, 93, 94. It's going to feel a lot warmer than that today. Heat advisory in effect for all of Collier County. Yesterday in Naples, wowza, felt like 115 degrees. It was hot yesterday, to say the least. See our moon up here behind the clouds, that little white dot up in the center of the screen there. Almost the full moon. I don't know if I can zoom into it or not. Nope. It's not letting me. Nope. Sometimes I can when I'm live, sometimes I can't. These clouds were pink earlier this morning. Oops. Water's still rough. I have seen some red drift, some type of algae, red algae. I don't know if it's the red drift. I don't know what type of algae, but there's some drift algae out in the water again. Some washing up on the beach. Our officials, county officials or whatnot, are asking that you be careful walking on the beach and going in the water. Remember, there is debris from Hurricane Ian out in that water somewhere. Some of it might have got jarred loose by a dahlia. So be careful. They've been talking about finding nails and stuff up in Bonita Beach, on Fort Myers Beach. There goes the John Deere. Beautiful colors. Beautiful colors. Bonita Beach Park, that's reopening today. Delnor Wiggins Pass State Park remains closed. They are getting the sand out of parking lots number 1 and 2. I don't know how long that's going to take. Check their website for updates. Hit that share button, send some stars if you're liking what you're seeing, if you're appreciating my efforts here. clouds had some pretty nice colors in them earlier this morning. Man, it's quiet out here. Wish you were out here walking the beach with me. Still looks like that tide came up pretty high the other day. Look at that, and through the night. Well, my buddy Bad Bob and family, they're on their way out of here, heading back to Ohio today. Keep him and Sherry in your thoughts and prayers. His two daughters are flying, they're driving. Keep them all in your thoughts and prayers as they travel around today. Trisha, good morning. Happy Friday. Christina, good morning to you, and Scarlett as well. Anybody out there watching needs some prayers, please don't hesitating and sharing your prayer request in the comments. Got an awesome beach family here. We look out for each other. Morning, Carol. Also, the folks that were in the path of Hurricane Idalia, please don't forget about them. Don't forget about the people of Hawaii. A lot of pain and suffering in both places. Deborah, good morning. Happy Friday. Thank you for the stars. Hit that share. Let's get some more people on here. I see just a little wink. The sun's just kind of peeking through right at the bottom down here of the trees. It's just creeping further and further to the south. That's beautiful though. Beautiful, beautiful. Guess who's coming? Up and down the beach. 5 days a week. You'll see that John Deere out here. I don't know why it's not coming closer to the water. Scooping up all this seaweed looking crap. Prayers for your husband. Absolutely. Yeah, moon's gone behind those clouds. Man, it was beautiful out here. I got out here right about 6 o'clock this morning. Just kind of putzed around out here. Tried to get some pictures of some things. It was just too dark. Too dark to get any video. I don't like it. I don't like this time changes. The sun starts coming up later and later and going down earlier and earlier. Shorter days. Thanks for the stars. Hey, if you like what I do, besides sending stars on Facebook, I really appreciate those stars. Right now, the next 4 days, 5 days is always crunch time for me at the beginning of the month. All the bills, I'm sure a lot of you are in the same boat. But remember, I love coming out here, but I couldn't survive without your support. I couldn't be out here without your support. So think about maybe sending a tip every now and then. You can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. You can also find me on Apple Pay and Venmo. And here's the deal, when you send those Facebook stars, like I said, I appreciate it. Above all, of course, I appreciate your friendship, numero uno. But when you buy those Facebook stars, Facebook takes a pretty good chunk of your moolah. Yeah. I guess Mark needs the money. He's probably hurting right now. Poor guy. But if you want to see more of that money go to me, send a tip via PayPal. Cut out the middleman. Venmo is the best. No fees on Venmo. Venmo and Apple Pay. But they all work. You can find that link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I have not heard if any buildings got flooded, got any water in their lower floors. I don't think so, but I would think you'd be hearing it on the news. Up to the north of us, yes. Fort Myers Beach, Port Charlotte County. Then all the way up. Obviously, the further north you go, the worse it gets. We're seeing images on TV that really hit home. Just about a year ago, Fort Myers Beach was leveled. Man, Times Square was wiped out. Lots of homes destroyed. And now we're seeing those images all over again. Remember, we're just hitting the peak of hurricane season. So keep your guard up. Pay attention to the tropics. Be vigilant. Do not panic. Don't freak out. Heed any warnings. If they say get out of low-lying areas, get out of low-lying areas. I think we learned our lesson. Just never forget. 9/11 coming up. Never forget 9/11. Never forget. Never forgive. Cowards. Looks like it's going to be kind of partly cloudy throughout the day. Supposed to see some rain. See rain building inland and then trying to push its way offshore today. I don't know if it's going to make it. Yesterday it didn't make it. We didn't see any rain up here in where I'm at, up in Naples Park. But man, did they have some whopping storms to the east of us. Some pretty strong thunderstorms. They are working away at Del Norwegians with the front end loaders, scooping up the sand. I don't know how long that's going to take, a few days. I guess they'll probably take the sand and put it back out on the beach where it belongs. So you can see there's a rise here. The berm is still here. It definitely looks lower than it was here. I'm sure they're going to come out and shoot some grades. Have a surveyor come out and see how much beach we lost here. But the water did crest over the berm. It was only a couple feet added to the beach. So the 2 to 4 foot storm surge, of course, it's going to go right over. Not exactly sure what the purpose of it is. I mean, maybe to protect from little tiny storms. I'm sure it made a difference if it slowed the water down. So far it's nice out here. We've got just a little breeze moving the air around. Makes a big difference, a little breeze. When it stops, you can really feel a difference. That tide is still going out here. Low tide is, I think, around 7:43 up at Wiggins Pass. So here it's going to happen a little sooner. It's probably happening now down by the Naples Pier. So for a little while, some of those spaghetti models for Hurricane now, whatever it is, I don't think it's anything, Idalia, just a disturbance, but they had it coming back at Florida. Don't worry about that, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. That was, people were freaking out over that. It has happened before. They had a couple hurricanes pass us by and turn around and come back and get us. Wilma did that. I don't think we have to worry about that with Idalia. Irma, Ian, and Idalia. Kind of ironic, huh? The eyes. BB, good morning. Happy Friday, September 1st. Another one. Another month has bit the dust. Man. Curious to see if he makes a couple passes closer to the water. Over the north end of Vanderbilt Beach, if you're new here and just tuning in. Walking north, off in the distance past the condos there, that's Delnor Wiggins Pass State Park, which is closed right now. Park got another spanking from another hurricane. Not as bad not as hard of a spanking. Parking lots 1 and 2 are full of sand again. They're working on getting that out as I speak. They started working on it yesterday. So stay out of the park. Gorgeous little wispy clouds up there. The little white wisps, they were pink early this morning. They're slowly drifting up to the north. Pretty easy walking here this morning. Nice hard sand. other than tree branches, and that's about it. Tree branches. I really haven't seen much of that hurricane debris from Ian on the beach here. But be careful. Like I said, be careful. Doesn't hurt to be careful. It's what's in the water that you don't see that might be sticking up out of the sand. That's what you got to be careful of. You can't see the bottom now with these waves. The water's really cloudy. It's going to be a while before it clears up. Wish you were here walking with me, my friends. No signs of red tide. Right now the map for the red tide says it's all clear up and down the Florida coast here. That's the one thing, that's really one of the other bad things that those storms bring to us, is that red tide. Another present, another gift. We got some nasty red tide after our hurricanes. So far, I haven't heard about it. Haven't heard about any yet. So let's hope it stays that way. Freshly raked beach up here, up on top of the berm. Bay over there. Everybody's still just getting their landscaping finished up and cleaned up from Hurricane Ian here. I did see some ponding water back in here in the lawn areas over here at these condos from Adalia, but to me it didn't look like any water made it up to any of the buildings. Remember, that's just what I observe. I can't tell you for a fact, but if it did, if there was any flooding here along Vanderbilt Beach, it'd be minor. I think they got some water in some places downtown. There's some very low-lying areas down in Old Naples along Gulf Shore Boulevard. I think a couple places got wet. I think down in Pelican Bay some water got into one of the buildings, I think I heard that from one of our deputies here. What did I say low tide was earlier? I think low tide, it's at 8:43 today, 8:43, not 7:43. Yesterday was about 7:50. So we still got a little while to go before low tide. So I think that tractor might make a couple more passes out here and try to get some of this seaweed off the beach here at Vanderbilt. See, Delnor Wiggins, they just let it go. They leave the beach in its natural state, letting Mother Nature do her thing, which is fine with me too. The county chooses to sweep things up, you know, sweep it under the rug. Our government does that a lot. They sweep a lot of things under the rug. This is the very north end of Vanderbilt Beach. And just a little further up, kind of just right in there, that's where Delnor Wiggins Pass State Park begins, right there. Actually, right there. Just if you're out and about, make sure you drink some water now and then. Hydrate yourself. Good old-fashioned water. Don't overdo it. Remember what I said yesterday. If you're thirsty and you keep drinking and your thirst isn't getting quenched, stop drinking. It is getting quenched. Your body just hasn't figured it out. And it's dangerous if you just keep hydrating yourself, keep drinking. They said a 35-year-old woman died from doing that. I don't know what it does to your body, how it harms you, but they said stop drinking if your thirst isn't getting quenched. Thanks for the stars. September 1st. If you're watching any of my videos on YouTube, please share them as well. Share on YouTube. Very much appreciated. Share from YouTube to Facebook. I would really appreciate that. I'm going to take a break here in a few minutes, then I'll be back for part 2 of my beach walk, my Friday morning beach walk. So stay tuned. The sun, there's Mr. Sunshine. They got a lot more algae up here on the beach at Wiggins. Wow. Getting a little aromatherapy here. There's not more people out here looking for seashells at this low tide. Nothing's really catching my eye here. And they're all scattered all about. Lots of little ones. Little pockets of them here and there. Alright, one quick last shout out for some Facebook stars. Thank you, I do appreciate that. Those of you that sent some stars this morning, thank you again. Next few days, really trying to wrangle up some tips. You can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of that post if you want to send a little thank you. If you enjoy my efforts getting up early to bring you the beach and connect you with your beach friends. Stay tuned, I will return for part 2 of my Friday morning beach walk. If I don't see you later, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for being a friend. Remember the people whose lives have been turned upside down by Hurricane Idalia and also by the fires in Hawaii. Keep them in your thoughts and prayers. Hey, until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Tally-ho, everyone, tally-ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Rob Stan. God bless you, and God bless America. Tally-ho.